Imagine 20,000 students all closing in on Atlanta, Georgia. Now, at first, you may think this is a rave or a party, something large, a concert even. But what you're actually seeing is the annual Passion group coming down to Atlanta, Georgia. It is by far the largest group for 18 to 25-year-olds for Christians every year. It's the largest conference. Louis Giglio, the founder of the Passion Movement, actually is estimating that there will be anywhere from 20 to 25,000 students coming this year. Now that's pretty amazing when you think about it. But the even cooler part is of that 20,000 students, you can be one of them. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be easy because we all have jobs, we all have money issues, but we really want to go. I mean, if you think about it, we need to want to go. And money really isn't an issue. Even though the economy has been down and all this, you can still come. There are no issues. We truly, in order to be passionate about passion, we have to look at why we want to come. We also need to look at the money issue because, this year, the economy has been rough. It may get rougher, I don't know. I don't estimate the stocks. I can't look at them, can't tell you where they're going. But what we first need to look at is why we want to go. If we're not curious, we definitely won't want to go. So first we got to look at what attracts college students and what is really important about attracting them. Okay, number one on everyone's list, famous people. You hear that a famous person is shopping somewhere, or if they're around town, you will hear such a buzz in the community about it. Second are your concerts and your music. Our generation is the iPod generation. Let's be honest, music is important to most college students. And third of all, large numbers. Everyone likes to hear the statistics, want to be a part of the largest of something, wants to be in that top 25%. All of the numbers you want is what people look at. Now, we'll look very first at the famous speakers, because this passion has a good group of speakers who are going to keep everything centered on God. They have done a great job, especially Louis Giglio, who is the founder, is one of the strongest evangelical Christians that I've ever had the pleasure to hear speak. He's also very powerful in his background knowledge of the Bible, and he really digs into his word. And trust me, none of them will have you in tears or being bored out of your skull. Coming back this year is John Piper, who he described his first day of speaking at Passion 2000 as a transformation for him. He went from thinking of himself as a young pastor whose job was to bring people into the great cause of youth ministries to a father role and a supporting mentor to thousands of young students. He had such a vivid concept change that since he spoke in 2000 at Passion, he's been coming back almost every year. That way he can have a hand in what God's doing in the college students. Next, and finally, we have Beth Moore, who I've never had the pleasure of taking one of her Bible studies, has been famous for her 9,000 or so of them. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but let's be honest, she has done a lot of them. Now, concerts and music are truly the college students' milk and honey. We love music. Everyone has their favorite songs, has their favorite radio station. But what we've got coming to Passion is a great lineup. First of all, we have Hillsong United coming this year, which is a very famous group. And what's even more is they were actually signing up for Passion, and they were actually excited about just being able to come when they were actually asked to lead worship. And I love how the lead singer actually put it. He said, "We were so stunned. At first, we thought it must not be real." But they were, as soon as a couple of weeks had passed by, they were like, "You know what? this is going to be awesome. We're part of this large group being able to do something. Now, we also have the David Crowder Band, who has been there pretty much since the beginning, and of course, they have wonderful music. Now, who I didn't know was coming was the band Feet. I actually had to look them up, and their music is actually pretty good.